have something for you.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, welcome to yet another episode of the Quad Damage Podcast. As usual, I'm your host, Dicklicious. Sorry, hold on. Something on the teleprompter. Oh, I'm your host, Midnight Medium. Sorry, forgot myself there for a minute. And joined by none other than Deadforge and Robert Yapp. Make yourselves known.
That's right. What's up? Yeah.
And joining us, one of our original guests is Ruby Ranger. Howdy, howdy. The loquacious ginger approaches.
The Ruby Ranger, thank you.
Yes, with a capital T-H-E.
Okay.
There's only one.
Exactly.
And last but not least, of course, is our guest of honor, Jim of Biocrisis fame. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, it's awesome to have you on, man.
Yeah, dude. And before we go any further, of course, you don't want to get ahead of ourselves as we normally do. Deadforge, you want to blow us away?
Well, of course. Are you ready?
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
Let's get going.
Let's get rolling.
Capital Judd. Capital.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Jim.
Yes.
What has brought you to us today? Of course, we've got Bioshock on the brain, but just tell us a little bit about yourself, kind of what got you into the industry, how you got to Biocrisis, and what's taking you beyond Biocrisis.
For the industry, video game industry, I always wanted to make video games. I always wanted to make a creative job. I will say not just being behind the desk. I'm behind the desk. No, I just wanted to make something creative. Make things, draw, make a movie or something like that. Just work in art.
In terms of your development as
Yes.
a developer, then you've discovered your love for the genre. What is it the way you were saying, yes, it's game development that I want? Because you said you wanted to be involved in media. Why game development?
Why game? I love video games.
Yeah,
So
don't we all?
so
Yeah.
that's all.
That's a good
That's just
answer.
that.
It's that
I
simple.
always grew up with video games. When I already in my family, I have older brothers. So video games. When I was born, video games were already in the house, in the family. First game I played was maybe on the. I don't find the box, but on the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES, that I have.
One
Yeah.
of the best systems ever.
Yes, with the zapper. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
This is the one with the duck hunt.
Duck Hunt, yeah.
Yeah.
It came.
Yeah.
It was
That's where it
a
all
combo
started.
with
there.
Maybe
combo with Mario Brothers, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
the dot, Biocrisis. Bam.
Only real ones remember that combo.
No, yes, video games were all the time, all my life, and yeah, I just wanted to make something creative. And when I was just after school, I started making a movie school. I wanted to make movies. Just yes, let's go for movies. Maybe write something, or I don't know. And the first year, I discovered with a friend that there is a school of video games. There is school to make video games. We can learn how to make video games. Dude, I want to make that.
Yeah.
And I just finished my my 3 years of movie school, and I say, okay, let's go. We make video games. There is an how do we say that? Not a contest, a concours for the entry in the
Competition?
like a game jam or something, maybe.
No. I tell you, you need to give me a minute. I find the word. Entrance exam.
Oh,
Oh,
right. Okay,
yes.
okay,
Okay.
So a big entrance exam in 3 steps. You need to have a video game project based on a subject that they give to you. Then you have a write test and an oral test, and then maybe you can be in the school. There is 50 spots in the school only, and you are, I don't remember, 2,000 that you want to go in this school. And I started making art courses in this school, and after that I started my first job was at a studio called Pasta Games. I was working with the art team on Rayman Jungle Run on mobile. That was in 2012, something like that. Yes. And during this, that was not my first job. That was an internship. And during this internship, we finished Rayman Jungle Run. Ubisoft Montpellier called us, say, guys, we are really late for Rayman Legends. Do you have someone who knows the engine? We need backup. The boss of Pasta Games say, yes, we have this little intern, Jim. Jim, do you want to go to Montpellier? It's the south of France. Yeah, let's go. The south of France, the beach, the sun. Let's go. So I helped. I was an intern at Pasta Games in the art team, and I have been teleported to Ubisoft Montpellier. So working on Rayman Legends in the level design team. So I finished my internship. I was like, okay, I'm 20 years old. I need to find a job. Whoa, the school is over. What I do? Fuck. And I was like, okay, so in one hand, I'm in the art team of a mobile game. Okay, it's Rayman. Okay, cool. In the other hand, I'm in the level design team of Rayman Legend. 90s on Metacritic. I'm a level designer now. And so
It's your path now.
Yeah.
yes. And after that, I finished to make I try to make my own game now.
Yeah. Speaking then of your own game and going back to what Medium was saying, how did the journey with Biocrisis start? What was the starting point for you thinking, I'm going to make, an arcade shooter and call it Biocrisis?
That was in 2017. 17 or 17? I don't remember. I was working on a game. He has been killed. He never been released. That was a huge game. It's a bit sad. Yes, I can talk about it. But
Do it.
I was creatively desperate. I want to make, and one of my friend released his own game. It's Aurélien Regard. He released the game The Next Penelope. It's top-down F-Zero during the Odysseus. So Odysseus, the book Odysseus, with Ulysses, Penelope, and that, like that. But he made a top-down F-Zero all by itself, and I was, hey, I want to make that all by myself. And this has been stuck in my head. And in 2020, I was back on another Rayman, Rayman Mini with Pasta Games and Ubisoft Montpellier. I made 4 Rayman. I don't want to make a Rayman. Stop. 2D platformers. Okay, stop. I want to make other things. And the same, I was, okay, we have Rayman. Okay, we jump. Okay, this is this kind of enemies. It was a bit boring. And I started at, hey, do you remember Aurelien who made this game itself? Okay, maybe you can try something. And I was like, okay, I want to make a game. I don't know how to program a game. I just can make art and design. I need to make something small, really small, really this size, and you cut in half. And okay, I can maybe make that.
Yeah.
And I was remembering an old school game that was Killing Game Show. That was on the maybe it's one on the Atari 520 microcomputer, where you are at the shooting range with your mouse and you shoot things. And hey,
Yeah, I think I know what game you're talking about. I think I've seen it, but I've never played it or anything. But yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's a really old school game.
Yeah.
And I was, hey, maybe I can try to make that. Maybe you just need to, okay, it's just a button. In fact, you just click on the button and it gives you points. It was okay.
Yeah.
Rayman was cute. Yes, a little for us. Rayman, okay. I just want to make something gorish and shoot things, and there is
The complete opposite.
yeah.
Exactly.
I need to make blood. I want blood in my games and blood. Yes, and you stick no and yes. So I was, hey, yeah, maybe we can make that. How do we call that? I like Biohazard. I like Time Crisis. Time Hazard.
Okay.
No. Biocrisis. Yeah, Biocrisis. That's good. And
I like
Nice.
that. I like that
Very
as an
nice.
origin for the name. I like
you
that.
just put layers on layers on layers, and something happens. There is no.
So is
and-
House of the Dead actually one of the things that did not inspire you? Because then everybody's going to jump and go, I've seen the G-Man videos over the last couple of years, and they're going to immediately go, that's interesting. I didn't hear House of the Dead in there.
House of the Dead is one of the first arcade game I played when I was kid. If I remember correctly, I don't. It was the same day that we were buying our Nintendo 64 with my old brothers, and there was an arcade of House of the Dead. I was maybe 9 or 10 years old, something like that, and just putting zombie with some music and some blood. It was the game gets stuck in my head. Same.
Yeah.
Love that.
But
I'm a
for
big
the
fan.
second,
That's great.
I'm a big
Biocrisis,
fan of arcade light shooters. So
Yeah.
Area
Same.
51, Time Crisis, Ninja Assault. Has anyone played Ninja Assault?
no.
That was okay. That was one that was at the local movie theater where I grew
Okay.
up, and it's basically you play as a ninja in ancient Japan with a gun, and it's like hilarious. There's no way it
Okay.
should work, but it does.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
watching,
I was.
yeah, watching the trailer for Biocrisis, the second one upcoming, Return to the Lab, reminded me a lot of some of the best of those. So you got House of the Dead, you've got Time Crisis. Are there any other ones like maybe like Carnival for example? Any other light shooters that come to mind for you that inspired you?
Resident Evil Survivor.
Oh,
I
good
will-
one.
Yeah, that game is it's really cool. It's really great, and I really love the art style. There is something with the shadow painted black in the texture
Yeah.
and merged with. I found this game really beautiful.
I really wanted to play that one for a while. Like I never did get around to playing that one. I played those two Resident Evil, was it Umbrella Chronicles and Dark Side
Yes.
Chronicles that they had on the Wii? Those were both really good.
Yes.
Little like side alternate tales of how things happen kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
We played one when I met up with the guys with Brazen Skull and Sam of DOSman Games. I met them in London a few weeks ago, and we played one of those games in a booth in a dedicated arcade. And so you're
Yes.
shooting at it, and it's like spraying stuff on you as well to make it really immersive.
Yeah,
it was
interesting.
so cool.
you got the,
so
did you get the
interesting.
shaking seat as well?
I'm not sure if there was a shit. I remember the subwoofers were so strong in there that it was
Yeah.
shaking the environment.
So
but
the-
it was so immersive.
Played
Jurassic-
something
the
very
Jurassic
much
Park.
like that.
The
Yes,
Jurassic
where
Park
you
light
were
gun
in,
game
my God.
Yeah.
has the
in the
shaking
clip.
seat. Yeah, it has
Ever
the
played
shaking
that?
seat.
Yeah.
because-
Chuck E. Cheese
yeah.
so many times.
Yeah.
You're just like
Yeah.
sitting there and you're trying to like aim correctly and you're like, this goddamn seat won't
Yeah.
So
had
last
to
year, I actually
climb.
got to play. I got to play the Halo light gun game. There's a
There's a-
Halo.
I
I
had
forget what
no
it's called.
idea
It's called
about
like hey. It's called Halo something Assault, I think.
Yeah,
I played
it's
it with
over
my
literally
dad.
at my local game shop. I
Yeah.
really just need to actually just
It's really
drop
good.
down and play it.
Yeah, it's really good. I think you play as ODSTs in it or something like
It
that.
looks like it,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot of fun actually. Yeah, it was really good. Me and my dad played it.
Is it,
It was
Fire
really fun,
Team
yeah.
Raven? Maybe.
Oh,
Yes,
that
maybe that's
sounds
it.
fa- yeah, that
Fire
sounds
Team
like it.
Raven. Yeah. I think that's
Mm.
it. Yeah.
They're so
It was pretty
hard to
good, 'cause
aim,
I saw.
though.
I was like, that's awesome. Like they're still making new like games and stuff. That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
In an actual arcade, the gun vibration is so hard
Yes.
that they're really kind of hard to
Yeah.
aim at. So you
It's
kind
true.
of take it for granted with your mouse and keyboard and, shooting. As
I
to
always
what it's
loved that
actually
with Time
like.
Crisis. The pistols, they
Yeah,
go
the-
like
the
pop, pop,
clicking.
pop, 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 pop. Yeah, what sucks is like there's a local arcade and they have Time Crisis, but the guns are broke, so they still like
Yeah.
function with the light, but they don't move. And it kind of sucks because that was like such a dramatic part of it that I loved.
I've noticed that on a lot of later models with Time Crisis where they've just replaced the guns that actually move with just
Yeah.
like the still ones from like
The still
old
ones,
Area
yeah.
51 cabinets, and it's like
yeah.
it's
Removes the
it-
immersiveness.
100%. That was what made Time Crisis so unique, was the clicking of the gun, and you really were like, oh fuck, I really
Get
gotta,
all.
I can hold on here.
You know, Another good classic, I think, in my opinion, is Terminator Resistance as well. You guys play that one? The Terminator Resistance light gun? That one's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Is that an older game that came out like almost around the time of Terminator 2? Because I remember a light gun game. in
No,
local
it came
cinema.
out around the time
No.
of the Resistance movie.
Yeah.
Was it Resistance? Is
Oh,
that the name?
yeah,
that's the name
no,
of the
I
movie.
missed that.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it Resistance?
Or maybe
Salvation,
it's
Terminator
someone else.
Salvation.
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 Because that one, you
Yeah,
had the
Salvation.
assault rifle
Underrated
connected
movie,
to the
by the way.
cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
We
Resistance
can
is
talk
the
about
newer game, yeah.
Terminators during a lot of hours if you want.
Oh, yeah.
The new game from Bitmap Bureau. Did you see this one?
No, what?
Bitmap Bureau, the guy behind Xenocrisis or Xenogears, I don't. They uploaded a trailer of Terminator 2 game.
Yes,
In
yeah,
2D.
yes, of course.
the
yeah,
side
something-
scroller.
The side
something,
scroller?
Like it's
something fate.
Super Star Wars or Super
Yeah.
Empire
Yes.
Strikers Back, and was like,
Yes.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
I was
We are
I was
back?
looking
Yeah.
at it. I was looking at it in bed this morning because it's literally a retelling of the Terminator 2 movie.
Terminator 2.
And at the time of Terminator 2 coming out on the Mega Drive, on Genesis and stuff, there was an official Terminator 2 game. So I was looking
Yes.
at the two of them side by side because I played Terminator 2 on the original NES, the NES version as well. And oh man, that made me feel so nostalgic when I saw those screenshots. Yet this new Terminator game looks absolutely phenomenal, especially if you're a Terminator fan. Look at that.
Yeah,
oh
you go.
my god.
Nice.
I remember
Holy shit,
that.
that's-
I
Look at
remember
that.
that as well. has screenshots.
That's a gangster move right there. To just like, give me 1 second, Monsieur. Give me 1 second. Let me get the books right here. I have the books.
It has screenshots from the actual movie in it, and I remember thinking, or was it that or the Genesis version? I remember thinking, how on earth did they compress the movie down so you got the screenshots and stuff? Amazing.
It was wild back then when they did shit like that.
I know. It's what's that?
It's kind of cool to
lore?
see these like return to license like 2D games and stuff. Like we got Halloween, Ash vs Evil Dead with Retro Realm, which I'm hoping that they do a ton more. They have plans for doing more, so I'm excited for that. I hope they get like, I don't know, any other horror icon will be cool.
I'd love somebody to do an upscaled like remake of that old Batman game from the NES based on the Michael Keaton movie.
Yes.
That side scroller
yeah.
absolutely fun.
Very
that was
blue
a hell of a
palette
game.
to it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Medium, what were you gonna say?
No, I had a mini rant for you. I was like, I missed the, I missed the days when we used to have all these middling movie tie-ins and everything like that.
Right.
And now we have none. Like we're all we want to do is live service bullshit. I'm like, what? Can we get back to that other trend we used to hate? That's got. If you want to throw money at something
Some
that's
of them were
money
good.
related and going to make you this huge return, like merch, make it. It's fucking around.
Dude,
Yeah,
seriously.
I can make games so much
Give a
faster
light
now.
shout out to so this game's on the Wii. It's called Counterforce. Has one of those like reflective discs, and it's like
holographic.
I don't know if it was a
AF.
bad game or what, but like it's kind of like a Armored Core like kind of game, except it's on rails like a light gun, but it's in like a third person view.
Okay.
And it's really fun. I mean, I found it to be quite fun, but like the funny part is that I got it for, if you can see, like
$0.99.
89 cents like 10 years ago or whatever
Fuck yes.
at GameStop.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Love it.
I've had it for a long time, but yeah, I was like 89 cents. I mean, of course I'm going to buy it. I don't even know what it is, but I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
You're obligated
That's
to.
like picking a random movie on Netflix and being like, "Yep, this is what I'm watching tonight." Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, I was in, just before we go back on topic here, I was in GameStop many years ago after Duke Nukem Forever came out, and it wasn't long after it came out, okay? And it was literally on sale at GameStop, pre-owned, for 50 cents.
Oh,
I think it was year of release, too.
damn.
I think it's one of the last game I have pre-ordered.
I could see why that you
Yeah.
wouldn't do it afterwards.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
There's only in the entire history of video games, there's only been one game that I had enough confidence in to do a pre-order on it, and that was Doom Eternal. I knew that was just going to be, top shelf entertainment, regardless of what happened.
Yep.
Anything else just makes me scared, especially when they're charging you extra for early access to something now, to just trying to get more money out of you. But speaking of,
Oh, I still pre-order all the time just because I like to, collect physical games or whatever.
would you guys class buying an early access game as almost pre-ordering it because the game's not completed yet?
Kind of, yes, because usually they're in early access for a good period of time. It's not like the same concept, but similar. So it's like they're in early access for a while, and you're buying it at a discounted price before later it'll be a full price. So, I mean, in a way, it's kind of like pre-ordering the full game, except you're getting to kind of be involved with the development process, which is kind of the point of early access, I guess. Now on to Ruby.
So my argument is I don't see it as pre-ordering because I think in my mind I can kind of compare it to like shareware but money involved because you're getting that.
That's a good
you're getting
take
that
as well,
first
though.
bit of the
Yeah.
game. It's like I've long time compared early access to shareware in my head because you get that first part of the game.
That makes sense.
And then you slowly
Yeah, it's
get
true,
more
yeah.
over time. It's just in this case, instead of getting that free taste, you're paying for the whole thing up front, and then you're getting it little by little.
Here's
But
what's wild though is that demos used to be about like that, but for free. Like a lot of demos back
I
like
miss demos.
maybe 5 to 10 years ago
Yeah.
were like up to like 5 hours or so.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
Dude, you got all
I
this
got a
shit.
giant stack of
Come
old
on now.
PC Gamer demo discs
Yeah.
in a box
I
over
have-
here somewhere.
I have a
I miss the
PS1 demo
days of that.
disc and an Xbox demo
Nice.
disc. The PS1 has like Medieval and Crash on it, and
Mhm.
the Xbox one is the way that I played, what is it called? Dark Watch for years, and it was a game I always wanted. And I, Took a long time to be able to get it, but I eventually got it. I got it.
Look at
You know?
you. Look at these absolute fucking mad lads just like grabbing fucking
You don't even
Like,
want to
hold
know
on.
what's over here. Okay?
Just
You don't even want to
just
know.
got
Mary Poppins
history lying around. Yeah.
I start with a coffee.
I
Yes.
end with a coffee.
Coffee all the time. Music. Mostly electronic music.
Yeah.
And I start my day by working on Biocrisis 2 during 1 hour, 30 minutes, something like that. Maybe it just put a zombie a little bit more on the path or just tweak a texture, but I keep this reason to work on Biocrisis every day. It's more a marathon than a sprint, so every day, maybe it's 40 minutes, maybe just change a color on something, I work on Biocrisis. And after that, at 9 a.m., I start working on Shinobi with Lizard Cube.
Oh, Shinobi.
Learn
Looks so good.
Shinobi, and it's 6 or 7 p.m. and I leave my house, my apartment. I go to the movie theater. I go see friends, something like that. I need to leave my house and my desk and make something else. Yes.
Understand that point of view. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I work from home, so it's
Yep.
you always need to find something else to do,
Yeah.
and
You get
see
caught up.
other thing.
If
Cabin
you don't
fever.
engage your brain. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, if working from home myself, I can identify with all you're saying. If you do too much of it, your house becomes your prison, not your place of respite. And so you have to force yourself to go out. Just as I did today, I went to a farmer's market today, just to give yourself, let me, talk to people, let me walk down the
Yes.
streets, let me buy some stuff. Remind yourself there is a world outside of your office. Do it for your mental health, So, I sounded so old, didn't I? Just said that I went to a farmer's market.
It
Come
didn't
to
help
market.
that Deadforge has got like the plastic gun, and I thought he was gonna like put it in his mouth for a second there, and I'm like, dude, let him talk.
Yeah, should have done that.
Fuck, let Robert talk. Jesus Christ.
Dude, he was setting up a segue to our BetterHelp sponsor segment. We were going,
Oh my
it was
god!
perfect.
I would happily take the BetterHelp sponsorship, though. Man, BetterHelp, if you're out there, okay, call us. Okay, hit us up. Yeah.
So, Jim, is it an honor for you to be working on Shinobi? I mean, it's been around since, 1987? Kind of a foundational arcade title,
The
I
year of the
discovered
ninja.
Shinobi. We talked about that just after.
Yeah.
Um,
You can't talk too
yes,
much.
I played Shinobi, first of this name, on the PC Engine GT when I was something like 8 years old. So there is 30 years. I played Shinobi 3 when he's released, when he has been released here. And yes, of course, I was finishing a contract with Pasta Games. We were working on Arkanoid, the Arkanoid Eternal Battle, the Battle Royale ones. The game is cool. It was fun to take a really old game and try to make something new and make a Battle Royale just with Arkanoid. It's fun to do. And I just ended my contract, and a friend of mine called me and said, I'm at Lizard Cube. We need backup on level design. Do you want to come with us? Work on Shinobi. Okay. That's all.
Love
How
it.
do you say no to that?
It's a hard sell.
Yeah, you say no to that. And
Yeah.
as I say, I'm a freelancer. So
Yes, of
I need
course.
to
Yeah.
contract after contract after contract.
At least it's not Rayman. So
Yes. No more
Hey, but
Rayman.
it's
Something
it's
different.
just as big of an opportunity, but just at different
yes,
times.
it is.
Yes.
Not,
And
not everyone has Shinobi on their resume. You know, it looks good, and it's
Exactly.
a prestigious
and
title to
I
be a
really
part of.
loved Street of Rage 4 by Lizard Cube. I worked on Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. That was the direct sequel to Wonder Boy, approved by Ryuichi Nishizawa, the main creator of the Wonder Boy. And where I was working on Monster Boy, we meet Lizard Cube, who were working on Wonder Boy 3 Dragon's Trap remake. So
Yeah.
we know each other, and I was like, okay, your two game are really great. There is an opportunity to make a Shinobi. Let's go make a Shinobi. It's cool. And working with Sega.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, you don't have the opportunity all the time to work with them. It's Japanese Sega, not the American one. We work with them directly, and it's cool. And yes, I remember I was in a meeting with all the Sega staff who work on the Lizard Cube, and there was all the people, and I was like, okay, what is name to this guy? Okay, what have you done? Sonic. Okay, this one. Okay, Fantasy Star Online. Okay, this guy, what have you done? F-Zero, Jake. Okay. So there is a lot of people with great experience, and I remember when I go to work at Montpellier on Rayman Legend, my coworker, just his desk, was a cool guy, and I asked him, "Hey, what was your first game?" If I remember, that was Rayman 2 on Nintendo 64. Okay, guys. It's always funny to meet people who make the game that you play when you were a kid.
Yeah.
It's so, but
Must have been fantastic experience.
reverse card, you know. At Lizard Cube, one of my coworkers asked me, "Hey, you work on what before Shinobi Star?" I say, "Yeah, I worked on Rayman Legend." But yeah, I played this game when I was a kid with my brother, and I was. I'm this old. Come on. No, Shinobi is cool. The game has been to the whole world, so we can talk about it. But that's made more than 2 years that I work on it, and we need to finish it, of course. But this will be a cool game and a great game, and this, as you say, it's cool to bring back old license, old games, and
100%.
try to make it modern for the new people. And
Yeah.
Sweet, cool.
I mean, we've got to do that. I mean, Ninja Gaiden's coming back, and then Prince of Persia recently came back in 2 different games. So yeah, I mean, there's
Streets
a
of
lot
Rage
of
as
return
well,
to
of
this
course.
kind of stuff. Yeah, Streets of
Rage
Rage.
5.
Yeah.
Yes, the year of the ninja, but 2 years ago we were okay. There is nobody. It's cool.
Yeah.
We make a Shinobi.
Yeah.
Sure, we can surf level. Let's go. So, Free Ninja
Yeah,
Gaiden, Ghost of Tsushima.
I don't think anybody saw that
sequel.
coming. I really don't. I don't think anybody saw Ninja Gaiden 2 Black Remake, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Ninja Gaiden Ragebound all together. They're like, boom, boom, boom. Ninja
Okay.
Gaiden year.
So, new one is a new Striker and a new Tenchu, and no.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Hey, maybe.
So yes,
All
the
right.
same thing. We watch State of Play.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. State of Play, Shinobi, 29 August. It's cool. Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake, 28 August.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
I know it's always
happens.
tough when you have a good year for games because the competition is so high. If you guys would have released last year, there'd have been absolutely no competition whatsoever. You'd have been fine. But it's still going to be. I mean, it's Shinobi though, so it there's no doubt of that. Just
Yeah.
doing great.
You get a legacy, just a name, just a legacy title like that, people's ears perk up no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Trust me. I mean, it's blowing up. So I mean, it's Shinobi, like I said.
And of course,
But,
the real
yeah, so
great side effect is like when you make something like that, you just resurrect it, the series from the dead, just by proxy of making something new, and you just sort of like keep constantly keeping the series above water, which I think is a really cool responsibility to have.
So it's time for our famous burning questions round.
I have something for you.
5 minutes, 5 questions for Jim. Number 1, what question have people recently been constantly asking you?
Pod voice in Biocrisis 2. Putting voice.
Okay.
Yes. All the time they say, hey, you need to put voice, register yourself, or make something, and call friends. I was, no, I don't want.
I'll do some voice work for you.
Oh, yeah.
Shameless plug here.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do a little bit of voice acting.
No, people want that the main protagonist have a voice. But
Okay.
I don't want to put him a voice. So
No.
it can be
Gotcha.
anybody.
Exactly.
Just
Right.
a mask. You
Yeah.
are the player.
You
That's-
are the player. I like that.
Exactly.
The dumb
Okay.
guy is a dumb guy. You know.
Tell him I don't want to do that, so I'm not doing it. All right.
All right. So next question then is going to be, what type of exercise do you like the most?
Exercise in.
Exercise, working out, like
Yeah,
push-ups,
yeah.
sit-ups.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. What type of
Cardio.
working out? What do you like to do the most?
push-ups, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I try. Yeah,
you try.
I need to move my ass from my desk. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I try the morning to make a bit of sport.
A little bit of.
Yeah,
little bit
that's
of
cool.
Just,
Yeah,
there it is.
I'm not Saitama, okay? I'm not one punch man.
Uh-huh.
I don't do 100 push-ups, 100 squat. No. Just 10. It's cool.
Oh, good. I love it.
One time in the month.
See, that's like me and Deadforge though. We're constantly like back here, just like showing off, doing. Oh yeah, dude. Okay. Oh, here it comes.
No,
now.
I'm a computer guy.
God, the
I thought I was showing
testosterone
off
was
nipples this
just
time,
coming
dude.
through the screen.
No.
What was coming through the screen?
There's too much alpha
Whoa.
maleage.
We'll try to tone it down.
Yeah, okay.
Whoa.
All right. Question number 3. What are your favorite 5 words at the moment? Questions are weird sometimes, I swear.
I don't even remember writing that.
Your favorite 5 words. What are they?
Yeah.
Kind
My
of questions.
favorite 5 words.
So-
Weird. Come.
That's what I'm saying.
I can tell you my favorite word in French is putain.
Works for me.
We say putain every time. My favorite 5 words? Shinobi? No, that doesn't work. Shinobi Art Adventure? No, that doesn't work.
No fucking voices in Biocrisis.
There we go. That works perfectly.
Biocrisis Return to the Lab. That works.
There you go. There you go.
Hey!
There you go.
Yay!
Perfect. By the way, everybody go play Biocrisis 2 demo.
Yeah, it looks. I just saw the. I saw the trailer for it.
What was it?
It looks
It's
fantastic.
broken.
It looks
Yeah.
so
Can't
good.
play that.
It's like I was just taken over for a moment. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. I got a Biocrisis 2 question after we finished the burning
Sick.
questions.
Okay. So, question number 4 is,
Yes.
what is the best arcade shooter ever made that is not Time Crisis?
House of the Dead one.
There we
House
go.
of
That's a good
the
one.
Dead. I thought I was being
I mean, House of the
smart
Dead
with
is
that
fantastic.
question. And it just answered it straight away.
best arcade game shooter is House of the Dead, definitely.
It's really difficult.
Did you play the
do
House of the
better
Dead
than that.
remake? There's a good question.
Yes.
Did you play the House of the remake? Yeah. Are you excited for the 2 remake?
No?
No?
Okay.
No, I prefer the third one than the second one. Because this is the first game I discovered when I was a kid, and blah 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 blah.
Last question. And once again, I mean, come
You're
on.
having the same reaction I had when I read this question. So
Yeah. Okay. You can tell these things are randomly generated. What are some things you don't understand about the opposite sex?
Episode 6. Star Wars Episode 6. Return of the Jedi. The Ewoks.
Of all the answers I thought you'd give, that was not one.
I'm crying. Oh god, jeez. So sorry. Oh god.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
What are some
Yeah,
things
that's
you
good.
don't understand about women?
Oh yeah,
I
getting
will
some.
go wake up my girlfriend and ask her what I don't understand about her.
Good answer. Oh dear lord. That was beautiful.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Okay.
We'll give them some time to recover. I guess I was personally a little curious. I've got kind of a crush, like a personal crush on French game developers in general, like Alone in the Dark, and on into like the AA development. Nacon, the publisher, has got some pretty good games under their belt. Spiders, Don't Nod, with their Banishers and their Vampire and that kind of stuff. Is that anything you've kind of noticed going on around you in terms of like indie and AA development in the French space? It's not everything being Ubisoft dominated. Anything exciting or that you've been a part of or just noticed?
There is things that I know that I can't talk about it because it's great. I really like what Nacon do. Recently, I played Raven Watch from Pastec Games. Fun game, really fun game. I really like the creativity in France in terms of video games. That's cool. And we need, I think, to push a little bit the budget, but because it's never the big AAA from France,
Mhm.
Ubisoft tried with Beyond Good and Evil, but how much time that the game is in development, we don't know.
It's the longest in history now, isn't it? It surpassed Duke Nukem Forever.
It will be
So here's a
released
weird
there or no.
bit of info is that, did you know, out of every single Assassin's Creed game, right? So Ubisoft is a French studio. Every single Assassin's Creed game has been made by a studio, like branch of Ubisoft outside of France, except for Mirage. That was the first game made by
Bordeaux.
a French studio. Yeah.
Yes.
The first of the entire
first one.
series, which blew my mind when I figured that out, because I was watching the documentary for Mirage and they were talking about that, and I was like,
So
Yeah, Mirage,
excuse
the
for
studio
not
on that
having
one,
any
it's,
French accents in a French game by
Yeah.
French people in
Which one-
Unity.
which studio was it that
Yeah.
made Mirage?
We like to do that in France. We say, yeah, these things is French. And you say, are you sure?
Because it was
yes,
Ubisoft
yes, the French fries.
Bordeaux
Yes,
that made
it's French.
Mirage.
No, it's
Yeah.
from Belgium.
Belgians. They can't even get Poirot.
Yes, there is a lot of cool things that happen in France from video games. Many
Spiders is some of my
project-
favorites for sure.
Spiders is cool. It's a cool studio. Maybe I will work with them one day. I don't know. But I really like what they try to do, the Gridfall, this kind of game. Every time there is a really proper universe with really stylistic, and yeah,
I think there's a lot of potential for Greedfall 2 to be like something really, really good, really, really good.
Yeah.
I
You'd
personally
hope.
like because
It's
I got
getting
into
kind of
spiders
right
from
now. 'Cause of
Technomancer, which is like Mass Effect adjacent, and I really fell in love with them there. But what are you saying? Greedfall 2's what's happening there?
Yeah, unfortunately it's getting review bombed pretty badly, or not bombed like people are intentionally trying to tank it, but it's just having like a lot of growing pains with the combat because they changed it
out?
from. Yeah, the early access is out. Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't know they were doing early
And there's
access.
a
Okay.
decent chunk
That's
that's already out, and people are really not happy with the fact that they made it basically like a point system. It's kind of like if you took the VAT system from Fallout and then
Yeah.
kind of the strategic, click here, watch them do the action type of thing from Dragon Age
Well,
Origins, because they
yeah,
went
they
away
had
from the
that
later
option
kind of Inquisition.
In the first game,
No, it's pretty well.
They
I mean,
have-
you can pause it, but it's not nearly as
Yeah.
like commander mode from Battlefield or whatever you want to call it. Like it's
so
not
they
like
made
an
it a bit more
RTS.
like KOTOR-esque, maybe, kind of like KOTOR. Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
They went backwards
Something
to Origins.
That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Because the
people are
first
just
one
kinda
is like it's free, whatever you want to call it, real time combat, but you can kind of pause to like make these strategical decisions if you want. It's kind of odd if they would go back like that. Yeah, that's not a good decision. I don't know what's up with that.
In terms of the development of Biocrisis 2, then, how would you kind of explain the process of this is what the first game is, but this is my vision for the second game? How would you kind of, from conception to execution, because Biocrisis 2 is a lot more advanced looking than the original Biocrisis. You've taken it to the next level. I just editing the trailer, looking at the trailer, I was like,
Yeah.
It looks so much fun, shooting birds out the sky and stuff. So how did you say,
Yeah.
this is what I'm going for, and then make it a reality?
That was a stupid things from me, from my part. I finished Biocrisis 1. I think, okay, I made a game all by myself. Okay, I need some rest.
Yeah.
2 days after, okay, I want to make another game. Let's go.
How it goes.
And I was like, okay, maybe make another light gun, but I don't want to make a sequel to Biocrisis. Maybe making something like Heretics with a crossbow and something
Oh.
like that. Yeah,
Can't go wrong with Heretic.
2 hours after, maybe 3 hours. I make Biocrisis 2, and I was like, Biocrisis 2. Yeah, I want to make a sequel, but there is a need to have something new in the game. I don't want to make just the same all the time. It was like, okay, what can we do? We make a 2D game. We made a 3D game. Let's go. Okay, I don't know how to do that. Let's go. And 4 years later, I'm here. So yes, I wanted to Biocrisis 2 to be different from Biocrisis 1. I remember House of the Dead and the love that I have to this game, and say, okay, we'll try to do a 3D game. Okay, we can do that. Okay, so this time, this is not the landscape remove. There is no landscape remove, it's just a flip of texture. Okay, we need to move from a point to a point. Okay, we do that. Okay, I'm at this point. Okay, I can move to this point. Okay. We need to put an enemies. Okay, what we do? Okay, when I kill the enemies, we move to another spot. And it's really step by step that I'm working on Biocrisis. And I try to... For the moment, I try to make my demo, the first level, fully fit, really that everything works fine. And when all these bases will work, I will switch the other levels and try to finish the game and release it. I don't have a master plan of what
Does
I do today.
Does Biocrisis 2 take place? I've purposefully not read anything about it because I wanted to concentrate on Biocrisis 1 today. But does it take place within the same universe? Is it a continuation of the Biocrisis 1 story? How does...
Direct sequel. You escape
Beautiful.
the lab. You start the new game at the exit of the lab, and you continue the story. The story.
Yeah.
And after that, there will be a new Biocrisis and maybe another one. And we'll
Actually,
see.
I have a quick question regarding Biocrisis 2. So, I've beaten the demo or version that you gave me access to multiple times. Every single time that I reach the final, I'm assuming is the final boss. I hope it's the final
Yes.
boss. It the game freezes, or it doesn't freeze, but the boss breaks. Basically, is that
Yes.
intentional?
No.
Okay.
I need to work on it. Yeah. Speaking of game development, he has the boss has animation. There is in idle. He launch an attack. He take a hit. He
Yeah.
get back to the idle, etc., etc. At one moment, I don't know, between two animation, he freeze, and I need to find where and try to repair that. It's not intentional. This is the boss of the first level, but no, this is the boss of the whole game, because if level from level, this will be the same guy but with an evolution, like William Birkin in Resident Evil 2, and you will see.
Yeah. I feel like there's one of the House of the Dead games does something similar too, doesn't it? Is it?
Maybe
I
with
think-
a magician or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. There's one of them that has or no, I don't know. Maybe it was maybe I'm thinking of House of the Dead 3 or something. There's a big dude that chases you around and you have to keep fighting him.
Yes, the big one with yes,
Yes.
the first
Yeah.
cops. It's a cop.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. of, yeah.
I like the fact that you have the same like the Nemesis. It's always behind you
Yeah.
and try to find you and kill you.
Did you feel that when you were making the second one that your scope for creativity was a lot bigger? Because I would imagine when you made the first one, you have to find that balance between creativity and your technical expertise. And with the second one, you don't have that. You can do whatever it is that you want to do, right?
It's part of the day of the day as a video game developer. You know, all the day I work with Sega, with Lizard Cube on Shinobi. We need to make that because of that. Yes, you can't put the main protagonist on the My Soul and go to space because it's not canonic in the story, and you know, you have process, and every time you make something, you need to validate to your chief.
Right.
Chief. On Biocrisis, I can make what the fuck. I want to put a dragon, I put a dragon. Okay, how to make a dragon, I don't know, but we will put once.
Why not?
Okay, maybe it will be a mechanical dragon, I don't know. And so there is no limit on Biocrisis. The only limit, it's my my expertise in how to make the things, and that's all. Because I have all the time I want on Biocrisis. Maybe I will finish the game in 3 years or 4 years. I don't know. Maybe in 2 or 6 months. Maybe I don't know. So I
think
have no
no
constraints.
matter how long it takes, it's going to be a pretty good one. That's for sure.
It's my baby, really. It's my baby, and I want to release a game, a 3D game, all by myself. When I will think it will be polished and released.
I have something for you.
But say on that topic, I know we've kind of gone over this to some degree, but let's go ahead and unwrap some of these user questions that we have. One of our previous guests, King Jiffy Coats, longtime viewer, I guess, was asking just sort of the general question, like what since this is your baby, what drove you to make, say, what made you choose a light gun game?
I make a lot of 2D platformers in my career, maybe 6 or 7, something like that. But it's not the kind of game that I really like and I play all the time. I'm a Doom-like player, FPS player, and play a lot of Fallout, Quake, Doom, old school video game. I will play Doom Dark Age the first day, at the first hour, first minute when he is released.
We all will.
Same.
I'm taking time off work to be able to do it.
I wanted to make one day. I will make a FPS. I am sure that one day I will make one. But at the moment I started Biocrisis, there was a lot of retro shooters. Everybody was making a retro shooter game, and I was like, okay, there is a lot of game like that. I don't have the capacity to make a one. I don't have the expertise, so let's focus on something that I can do. Okay, I know how to click on image and that makes something. Let's start with.
And shout out to King G for codes as well, brother. Swing it to the left.
If you were to make a big box release, in theory, of
Yes.
Biocrisis, Blood in the Brain is asking, what features would you then put in the game to kind of facilitate that big release?
I made a big box. If I made a big box, beautiful artwork, something chromatic, holographic.
Yeah.
Don't move. Don't move. Yeah.
We are one step away from comparing dick sizes, aren't we? Look at it.
Yeah.
Oh,
is way
Robert,
cooler
we
than
already
dicks.
know that
No,
we're not competing with the 90%. You know
see
that.
this kind of old book.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Those
are
It's
nice.
beautiful.
They are chromatic. If I make a big box, I want something like that. Something really beautiful. What's inside the box? What's inside the box for Biocrisis?
It's in the box.
It's in the box, man.
This will be probably contain the free Biocrisis game, a compilation, or maybe the 4 game Biocrisis game. There is a story to 7 Biocrisis game, and there is a light gun, so you can play the game with a light gun.
Yeah. Oh,
I think it's
great.
it's the combo. Yes.
Yeah.
Good answer. And the second
Yes,
part
please.
of Blood in the Brain's question is just, why is the music so amazing?
I want it on Switch with light gun support.
The music is made by a friend of mine. His name, not his real name. His project name is Mathusalem Herod. It's the side project of the electronic producer called Dan Terminus. Dan Terminus is a dark synth artist. He makes video game soundtrack for Ghost Runner 2, the last one. And it's a friend of mine. I really like what he do. It's totally punk, totally chaotic. It's a kind of guy with all-time energy, and you can control it. Okay, let's go, move. Yeah. Okay, just a minute. I just wanted to ask you if you can just volume up yeah. But it's funny, really a funny guy, and it's the kind of people who grow up with, like me, with the Atari, and the microcomputer Atari has a specific sound, something really rusty, 8-bit rusty. It's really weird. And the first time I talked to him, we started to talk about, the Atari, and one day hey, you game, I make all the music if you want. Let's go. I was okay. And 5 minutes later, he was okay. This is the main theme for Biocrisis. Okay, be totally French. And it's a kind of guy who's like, in terms of musician, if it sounds great, you don't need to make a mastering of the track or this kind of thing. He has the energy of Trent Reznor in Nine Inch Nails, like, fuck you, everyone. Okay, totally punk, and I think all this energy, he transfer it to the music.
Yeah. Sweet.
Love that.
Cool. So sticking with the subject of questions then.
I have something for you.
One of our previous guests last week was Kurt Collects, and I think we probably already know the answer to the question, but he had a question for you, and it is, if you could resurrect any old franchise from an arcade game, what would you pick?
Not arcade game. Arcade game or
Including
game.
any
Arcade,
franchise.
if I resurrect
Nintendo, any game.
He's coming.
Shit, this man's got.
Was
he's got
he
a box
bringing
for
back?
everything.
It's like
He's
the
run up
best
to the collection
expository
again.
speech I've ever watched. It's got visual
If I
aids.
resurrect
I feel that,
something,
though. I feel that. I also.
I resurrect Taxanadu
What? Never heard
What
of
is
that.
that?
on NES. Best game
Never
ever
heard of it.
made.
That's
All right, looking
very
it up.
familiar. It tickles the back of my brain.
It sounds very Zelda-like.
Yes, it's a
It looks very
Zelda-like, Zelda-like,
Why
A-B
do
Zelda, but Darkful.
Dark Souls.
Everything is destruct. Everything is. It's a big shit, and the
It's a
world
big
is
shit.
not to die, and that game.
So it's like a side-scroller like Castlevania or something.
Oh, look at that.
And you enter
Oh, that's pretty cool,
passwords.
actually.
You've even got
For
passwords.
your save, you have big passwords. And yeah, now definitely, if I resurrect something, it's this game.
What an
That's
answer.
incredible.
What an answer.
And
I don't think
see,
any of us anticipated that response there.
No, that was
So-
incredible.
and because
yeah.
I'm stupid, I have the Japanese version.
Unbelievable.
So this game, so that game has a remaster.
No, unfortunately.
Can you get hold of the IP so that you can remaster it?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Or it's a new speedball.
Google was saying it had one, but I guess not.
Yeah, but a really old school speedball in 2D, top down with the Bitmap brothers, and something like that.
I remember Speedball, yeah. As the
Speedball was really great.
it was like, what was that James Caan movie from the 1970s?
Yeah,
And then
Roller-
Rollerball, yeah, it
something.
was like Rollerball, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So next week's guest then is the developers of Desecrators, which is a very Descent-like game. You know, you're in the caves and stuff like that, shooting. So you as a developer, to those developers, do you have any questions that you would like to pose to them so that they can answer it next week?
Okay, one question. One question or two questions? No. We say one question. Okay. What is the best Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
That is not a question I thought that we were going to hear, but I'm writing it anyway.
Do it.
Right.
We got to think outside the box.
I've done it.
I can't answer this question. So maybe someone.
Yeah.
Need
What
help.
is your
Yeah,
opinion? In your opinion, what's his best movie?
There is 3 movies that are on the top. There is Predator, Terminator 2, Conan the Barbarian. And with these 3, I never don't know which one is the first, which one is the best.
I
What was
think you
number
need
3?
to Conan the Barbarian.
Conan the
Okay,
Barbarian.
okay.
I think
Sorry
you need to
for-
separate
Those are all
his
3
career.
Fantastic.
They are, yeah, separate his career into 80s and 90s. And certainly within the 80s, Conan Predator and the Terminator are his best. I do think in the 90s, True Lies and Eraser seemed to get kind of forgotten about, really, because his career started teetering off. But certainly he started strong. Say again?
Any Total Recall nerds in here?
I love Total Recall.
If
Been a
you're talking Arnold Schwarzenegger and not Colin Farrell, yeah, I am. So,
Yeah.
No,
I will
not
say
talking
this:
about
so like
bad
the
remakes.
original movie is a classic. The short story is also very good. But honestly, the Colin Farrell movie, I understand why it's not great, but at the same time, I still kind of like it as an alternate
Nice.
take.
he literally
Dude.
has everything.
Total Recall poster.
Dude, we're gonna have to go on like a lightning round where we just call out things and
love
like
it.
you just pull them out of like the
Yes,
closet or
yeah.
something and just amaze us
Unbelievable.
again and again.
Like,
That's actually
wow.
something that I still
Wow.
want to do, like on the channel. I want to do a
Absolute
video just like
star.
going over a bunch of collectibles that I have.
Let's say, I think he's
one is
undefeated
really
so
old.
far.
Yeah, 10 out of 10, man. He just...
So yeah, best Arnie movie. Think on it.
It's the best.
Oh, Total Recall is fantastic. That's what I like heavily compared Red Faction to, was like a Total Recall video game,
Right. Yeah, that's not bad.
which I still will die on that hill because it kind of is.
That's a
And
good
that's why
comparison.
that's half of why I like Red Faction so much.
Yeah. So, Jim, talking about kind of moving away from development and talking really about more you and, you know, the world around you and interacting with it, have there been kind of any memorable experiences that you've had either as a developer working with other developers or your influence as a developer on other people? Something that sticks out in your mind where you're like, that really made me feel good about things.
Yes, one of memory, a friend of mine, William, who was working on at his own studio called Swing Submarine. He make Tetrobot season after fall, and one day he decided to on Twitter to make a post for every person that he liked, and randomly he tagged me on in a tweet and say, "Okay, this is Jim. Jim is trying to make his own game. He make it all by itself. Jim is an example for me." And I was, "Sure, you have more experience than me,
Yeah.
and you just okay. That's really touching. I really appreciate." And yes, that's one of the memory that gets stuck in my head.
Well, that's very nice. It's good when people, instead of seeing each other as competition, they see each other as we're part of the same team and we should rise each
Exactly.
other up.
Exactly.
Because,
Yeah,
because
we all
corporate
rise with the
executives,
tide.
yeah, corporate executives, of course, don't see you that way. But developers, they see eye to eye
No.
because they know what each other goes through to make those games. You know, the
Yes.
blood, sweat, the tears, the crunch, all of that sort of stuff. So I think that's a really, really nice thing for him to do. So kudos to him for
That was really unexpected, and
Yeah.
it was like,
That's
okay,
beautiful.
okay, William,
Yeah.
cool.
Sweet.
I have something for you.
Everyone, so we were going to be doing a giveaway competition for 10 Biocrisis keys. So all you got to do is put down below whether you prefer a lightsaber or a hoverboard to enter to win one of the 10 keys that we're giving away for Biocrisis. So go down
Comment down below.
and let us know.
In the below. In the below.
And while you're there, also like and subscribe. Thank you. That would be great.
Appreciate it, yeah. And if you're better help, reach out.
Yeah.
Briefly, when I will finish Biocrisis 2, Return to the Lab, I will take some holidays and go for the full development of Biocrisis 3. This one will be called Biocrisis in Space.
Really? Nice.
I love
You're
that.
churning
Already.
out Biocrisis games faster than Michael Bay churns out Transformers movies. It's just one after
Keep it up.
another.
Keep it up.
Because Biocrisis 4 is Biocrisis Pinball with
Yes.
it's a 4. After there is Biocrisis Wasteland with a S, it's a 5. After, I don't know, maybe Biocrisis Music.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my
But-
god.
So you got that like
Biocrisis.
the
Love it.
you
Love
got the
it.
new Avatar movie mindset. I got you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got you.
You heard it here, folks. First, folks,
It's
Biocrisis
the
6
last
coming
Crisis
your way.
3,
The
4,
last one
5,
is
6.
Biocrisis 7 is Biocrisis in Hell.
Yes.
Fudge you.
Yes.
Featuring the Doom guy. There we go.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for giving that little glimpse into what's in the future. Apparently, the very distant future that will be on us pretty soon.
In the parallel universe.
Yes, yeah.
Hey kids, Dad here. You've been listening and watching the Quad Damage podcast, which has been engaging all of your senses for the last hour or so. And we've been very fortunate to have today's guest, developer Jim, who has been developing Biocrisis and Biocrisis Return to the Lab, amongst other games. Jim, tell the kids at home, where can we find you on the social media?
You can find me on Twitter. Twitter.
I'll never call it X. It's always Twitter to me.
Yeah, it's always Twitter.
At G aim C in watch it. No, I don't have the English to do the alphabet.
Do you have a box with it on?
No. Fortunately,
He
Maybe
would.
a poster, perhaps. Dramatic pause.
no. You can find me on Twitter.
Yes, there we go.
There we go.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Where
Fill
you
in the
can
frame.
find game development, his nudes, all of this good stuff.
Absolutely. So then,
Bare naked truth.
That smile was. You shouldn't have said that last part. That was secret. That was just between me and you.
he's French. You know he's got nudes. Deadforge.
It's part of the
Deadforge.
passport process.
My good man, Deadforge. Where can we find you on the social media?
Well, of course, you can find me at Lord of the RPG, or is it the? I don't know. I think it's the Lord of the RPG on Twitter, and Deadforge on YouTube, Deadforge on Twitch, and Deadforge on Patreon. If you're so inclined to throw your money away
Throw some money.
for a good cause. Good cause. Don't worry.
Kids, toss a coin to your Deadforge.
That's right.
Now, the beautiful,
Join
the
for
luscious,
just $1, and you
the
can
lovely,
become a Deadite,
the lovely Midnight Medium.
like this guy down
Where
here.
can we find you? Where can we find you on the socials, sir?
Yes, you can find me at Twixter. My God, what is my handle there now?
Left Twix or right Twix?
A Midnight Medium.
With the A Midnight Medium. I was like, I feel like that's the case, but I'm very tired today. A Midnight Medium on Twixter. You can find me pretty much anywhere else, YouTube especially. That's my haunt. Midnight Medium. Patreon is also a thing, if you're so inclined. Yeah, that's me.
Robert. God,
You
Robert.
didn't even give me an answer. Sheesh.
Both.
Oh,
Double trouble.
Robert,
Oh,
my
Sam.
God, Robert. Robert, aside from
Living life on
OnlyFans,
the edge
where
right
can we
here.
find you? And how can we find the Quad
He
Damage
knows, too.
podcast?
Mr. Ruby Ranger, you can find Robert Yapp on Twitter at Robert Yapp AC. You can find the Quad Damage podcast on the platform of the same name under the Quad Dam podcast. Also over on Reddit under Quad Damage podcast. And bollocks, where else are we? Blue Sky. You can find us on there. Guess what? Quad Damage Podcast.
So I just read the room here, but you did get that Snapchat, right?
I'm leaving.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
And we're back.
Beautiful.
All right, gentlemen. I think that's all for us. So I think it's about time we put you on your way. But until next time,
Keep on
moving.
moving.
Hey.